Hi, welcome at the Vikingcenter in Ribe, Denmark. We are at the entrance now. These are the three Norns. They're from the Norwegian mythology, Viking mythology. These three women represent your past, your present and your future. And they spin your fate, so your destiny. And the more knots are in your rope, the more complicated your life is supposed to be. So whoever's fate this is has a pretty easy life. There are not that many knots. It was around 710, 720 that a Viking king decided that Ribe would be a good place for a market. And this here is a reconstruction of what that marketplace probably looked like. They have, as you can see, different plots. And every plot is like for a different salesperson. There are woodcrafts being done here. There's a silversmith, there is a potter, all different kinds of crafts. At Ribe town, the oldest city in Denmark, which is like 2-3 kilometers from here, they found what was basically the ground plan of a Viking house. You have these dark spots in the ground that tell you where the poles used to be. And these three houses, the two white ones and the orange in the middle, are all based on the same find. They made three different interpretations of what the house might have looked like. So all three houses are based on the same thing. Our little house that has been our home for a week and a half. Again, we love to show you inside, but we are already packing to leave home, so there are a few modern things that normally wouldn't be inside the house, but I hope you can forgive us. Of course, the camera does have to switch to night vision as we go in. We have a beautiful table with a tapestry, and although they are not lit right now, there are candlesticks up there, so it's really comfortable. There's another table and a nice shelf where we put all our crockery and all our kitchen equipment. And in the other half, watch your head, Ronald, you're about to bang into something. Oh yeah, you can see this is actually made as a cobbler's house, as a shoemaker's house. So it's a bit smaller than the other houses that have cattle, for example, inside, that have a stable as part of the house.
Oh, it's very dark.
This is the Ting house, one of the larger houses in the house that we used to cook inside when the wind was too strong outside to cook there. In the first space there are grinding stones to make flour from the wheat, and there's also on the other side a little oven made out of clay that is used to bake the bread. You first burn your wood in there so it becomes hot, then you take the wood and the coal out and the bread goes in. We are now at the archers' fields where they have the practice for the archers. They set up different animal pictures basically. Usually there's a big bear and a small heron that they try to hit. And this is also where they have the bird show. They have a few beautiful birds of prey here, like a falcon and an owl and some others. And they have a daily show here to show the people how these birds fly and how they hunted with them. The bows that usually are shot with are 30 pounds, 35 pounds bows, so they're pretty heavy bows. But it's just really cool to see the archers practice here in lines. And again, if you want to see, you'll have to come yourself.
Well, pleased to welcome you all here to Ribe Vikingcenter. Of course, a special welcome here to our little falconry show. My name is Bjarne, and I'm what we call falconer. Together with Søren, I'm a falcon assistant here today. We have two kind of birds I want to show you. The first one here is Ares. Ares is what we call a hairy sock from the south and the middle of America, and he's 2 years old. See, the hawks here, they are very good hunters, and the Vikings, they have used falcons and hawks to go hunting with. Especially, they have used the hawks a lot, because the hawks, they are the hunter of the woods. They can reach a speed up to 80 kilometers per hour after a prey in a wood, and that is very, very fast. And they can do that because of their short wings and their long tail.
And where it all started, well, a very little piece of it. This is a piece of the Ribe, just like the Drentse A. It's a little river meandering through here.
And that's why basically Ribe was such a good place for market in the first place. It's where land, sea and the river Ribe A meet. So that made it a perfect place for a market. Of course, Vikings are mostly associated with raids on Europe and on the British Isles. They were great sailors, and there's a little boat here that has been reconstructed. It's based on the Gislinge boat, a boat that was found at Gislinge. It's not very big, but it's pretty. We are now near the farmer's fields, as you can see. When we got here a little over a week ago, all this hay for the animals hadn't been harvested yet, because it's not hay yet, but it's what it will be. There were just 3 sticks, like a teepee basically, that are now hidden underneath the grass. It keeps the grass well ventilated, air can come in, so it's not going to get all damp even if it does rain a bit. It can dry real easily. And of course farming was really important for the people back then. Another farmer's house, but mostly it's the little kittens that are just so darn cute. There's also a lot of chicks in there. And they're just adorable.
And they keep everything empty from mice.
As you can see behind me, the Viking longhouse, typically Viking. We'd love to show you inside, but I'm afraid it's locked up. But it is gorgeously decorated on the inside. But speaking of decorations, we also have this beautifully painted rune stone. They're repainting it right now, but it's very pretty and it asks for the blessings over